Hi, this is Sally, and this is the final video of the daily vlog of my 12-week weight loss journey. So the last video was meant to be filmed on Sunday. Today is a Tuesday, so I didn't manage to film it, but yeah, I'm late, and this is the only late video that I have for this vlog. To be fair, the journey is not over yet because I didn't hit my target, but I would just like to share with you my findings and my results after this 12 weeks. So in terms of weight, I started the journey on the 23rd of January 2020 at 69.9 kg. And at my lightest during this 12-week journey was a couple of days ago, and that was 60.9. So during this journey, I hit a 9 kg loss. However, like any weight loss, the only result that is meaningful is one that is consistent, and that has been my stand throughout this weight loss journey. On Sunday, when I weighed myself, I was 63 kg. And then for these 2 days, I've been fluctuating between 63.8 to about like 63. So within these 2 days. So I think after this 12-week journey, I would say that I've managed to lose 9 kg at the best, which is that's the best result. But I think safely to say it would be about 6 to 7 kg or 6 to 8 kg of consistent weight loss. So I think in any real results, it is important to take the fluctuation of the weight as well. Okay, so some of the lessons that I've learned, I think weight loss is quite challenging for women and maybe gentlemen as well in the 30s onwards, and that's also because of a result of aging, hormonal imbalance, low metabolic rate, etc. I think there's a lot of things that we could have done in our teens and 20s that we can't do now. Instead of thinking that it's aging and it's so much difficult, I think it might be easier to look at it as how we lived our lives during teens. Like I used to love to eat lots of fried stuff when I was a teenager and in my 20s, because I can indulge my appetite without any consequence. And I think that is more abnormal, right? Because everything we do has a consequence in real life. But I think there's a lot of grace during that time because maybe we are young, we are foolish, we do a lot of things that the results we only see the results of it, the negative results of it, a decade, 2 decades later. And I think in earlier on, because we are young, we have a high metabolic rate, we can eat whatever we want. So what I realize now that I'm in my early 40s, so yeah, okay, I'm trying not to be embarrassed to say that, but I think one of the things I noted, especially when I go off my food schedule, is that my weight comes back immediately. So I've been through a number of detox trying to reset the body, and the result is this, right? No matter where or who we are, the moment we eat unhealthily, meaning I'm talking about like ice cream, fried food, carbs, or any whites, the result is almost seen immediately, right? Unless you're the type of person who exercises regularly. So that means, the calories you burn every day is much more than the food intake you have. So only if you're a very active person, all right, then this doesn't apply to you. But if your personality is like me, it's more sedentary or homebody, you don't really work out at the gym that much, then the way to actually lose weight and maintain the weight is to really sacrifice, so to speak, all the good stuff that you like to eat, all the delicious stuff that you like to eat. However, having said that, it is not a matter, it's quite a bummer if it's like the whole of the rest of your life you want to look good and you can't eat delicious stuff, right? But delicious things doesn't need to be unhealthy. I think one of the strategies that we need, there are two ways to look at it. One is to change our taste buds, right? So we just need to switch it to something that, to develop a taste for something that is so-called bland, or seem healthy instead of the, the very fried stuff. So one of the things that I learned throughout this 2-3 years of trying is developing a taste of salads. So this taste, I feel, is foreign to me because 20 to 30 years of habits or eating habits is, eating and in terms of taste, it's difficult to change overnight. So I must say that in certain points since my 30s onwards, where I tried to eat more salad, there were certain months where I loved it and certain months where I forget that I liked it, right? So it's kind of strange. So but one of the things that I learned is once you develop the taste, you need to maintain it as well. It doesn't mean and the great thing is once you have developed the taste, and sometimes you go back to your old ways, or I go back to my old ways, right? And then I realized that whenever I bounce back, like there'll be some months, like after a period where I'm just being quite lackluster about, or not intentional or mindful about what I eat, and then one day I'll just like, I just want to lose weight again. I find that it's easier each time to actually go back to a healthy diet, just simply because I've done it before. So I just want to encourage all of us who are in this journey, who are not really active, that once you've done it before, and you've lost the weight, and if you go back to eating, because it's quite easy to slip back, it could be just an ice cream or deep fried stuff for a couple of days and you see the weight coming back, right? It's easy to be discouraged and say, it's so difficult to lose weight. But I just want to encourage you that even if you gain the weight, it is easy to lose it if you have done it many times before, and it's easy to lose it if you actually have a good foundation, and the foundation is built by a regular detox program. That's what I feel. So for those of you who have the time or who haven't done a detox program before, one of the ways to restart would be to do a 2 weeks detox program. Then subsequently, if you plan to focus on weight loss for the next 6 months or 1 year, you just need to maintain it with a 3-day detox every month. I think that helps. I don't think you should push it too much like what I did. So what I did for the last 2 weeks was to do a 3-day detox each week, simply because this 12-week program is ending and I wanted to do that. But I felt that even though I got the results, like I hope to lose it quite fast, so that's great. I know that I can lose the weight that I gained pretty fast, but then it is not very sustainable because it would drop and then it would bounce to the medium, right, to the midway point. So but the great thing is that I know how to do a breakthrough, like when I hit a plateau and I want to do a breakthrough. But I realized that after I break through with a detox program, I need to immediately maintain quite a stringent food schedule in order to stabilize the weight loss. So I think most of the the whole 12 weeks is more about not only the loss of weight, because I think that's pretty easy, but it is the maintaining of it, the being consistent, which I think is a bit challenging for me. So I do see this as a lifelong habit, right? And let's be realistic. The mindset and habits and lifestyle takes more than 12 weeks to change, because it's not just one habit. And I think depending on the kind of person you are, right? For me, I think I made a distinction between focus and willpower, because I think willpower is pretty easy if there is a deadline, like 1 month. I can lose it, or 3 months even, I can lose it. But then I think to actually maintain it, the maintain the weight loss and go on further losing weight is actually the challenge. So but I think the hope that I realized with this 12-week program is that it is possible to lose weight and maintain it, and it is not impossible. And I think many people feel that it's impossible after a certain age, because they experience the yo-yo effect. But I say that it's not, and it's sometimes we need a boost, right? So I find that a good detox program is to lose the immediate 2 kg, give you the endorphins, so to speak, to see results, immediate results. But of course, with the right expectations, right? Because you can't just say, oh, I do it and that's it. But you need to expect that there is a breakthrough, and then you need to put on the effort to maintain. I think people have too positive expectations or too short term. They see the short term and they don't really see that that there is a lot of intention and mindfulness that needs to be put on, like day to day, week to week. And I think that's inevitable, because any weight loss program that tells you, oh, you can lose like 20 kg or 25 kg in the next half a year, yeah, it's possible. It's possible, like you have keto programs and all that, but you need to realize the kind of personality and the likes that you have, and how much time you have, and how much you want to lose the weight, and how much you want to invest in, not in terms of money, but in terms of time, and in terms of the sacrifice of your taste buds, and the kind of person you are in terms of willpower and all that, in order to set realistic goals for yourself. Right, so yeah, so anyway, this is the final video of my daily vlog, and this is what I've come to realize. So I've realized it's a matter of managing my expectations, as well as being mindful, even in terms of the disappointments, and as well as knowing how to pick myself out and deal with it, because it's also learning about myself and my likes and how I react to food and how I manage it, and also the practical things like when to buy the groceries, how to manage my daily diet when I'm living with my family, etc., etc. So you can see all of this in my daily vlog. So I hope you enjoyed this 12 months journey with me. I'll be continuing, hopefully, a weekly vlog to keep updated until I lose the 53 kg. And I'm probably seeing, and based on the experience that I have, I don't think 12 weeks, is possible. I think 12 weeks is possible if I just put willpower to it, but I don't want it to be like that, because my goal is consistency and maintenance of the weight loss. I don't want to just touch and go. So I do see that it might be a 1 year thing, or 1.5 years to lose to, yeah. But I think so I'm thinking aloud now. I think one of the reasons I kind of lost steam as well, in terms of being very focused, is that my purpose for losing weight had gone. Right, the reason why it was 12 weeks was also because I wanted to attend my brother's wedding in May, and I wanted to look good doing that. However, because of all the COVID-19 and all that has been rescheduled to next year. So the purpose, so to speak, even though it was vanity, was gone. But then I do have a secondary, of course. It's not, the weight loss was not meant for him, but it was definitely gave the impetus for it to be more urgent. So I must say I wouldn't say the purpose of the weight loss, but the purpose of the urgency to lose weight was lost. So in that sense, so that was interesting to note also, in terms of how I was thinking about it, and how that actually motivated me to be more intense in my actions. Yeah, so so just now I mentioned that I wanted to have a 1 year or 1.5 years for 53 kg loss. I feel that sometimes the goal setting needs to be a bit more urgent. So, but then again, if it's just a matter of time, sometimes it's not enough. Like after my brother rescheduled his wedding, this was still a 12-week program, right? But then that sense of urgency was lost. So even if I say that I want to lose I want to have my weight at 53 in a year's time, but I need to find that goal, or that for that to give that urgency. But so anyway, that's my thoughts currently. I'm not sure how I'm going to tag it to something that is urgent, that will propel me to lose it, because I don't really have I think I don't really I kind of like the way I am, although it can be better. So I think I'll need to maybe stroke my vanity, or have some pictures around of people that I look up to and want to emulate, and that might give me the urgency to lose the weight. But as of now, what I've accomplished in terms of some of the habits that I've set in place, especially in terms of the healthier breakfast, in terms of the daily colon cleansing and the liver cleansing and the juicing, really did help in terms of me losing the 6 to 9 kg during this 12 weeks. Okay, so that's my final video of my 12-week journey, and I'll still see you in the next